Hey, this is episode number 4 of the Prophetic Activation series. I hope you're enjoying this series, guys. If you haven't watched the other 3, you got to go back and watch them. Check them out on our playlist on our YouTube channel. So, guys, today we're going to talk about activating you in the prophetic using numbers. This is going to be an activation for you to use, something you can apply every day to your life. And then I have a challenge for you at the end of this that you can do and to be able to use anywhere and everywhere you go. So I hope you're as excited as I am. I love prophetic activation, and I love helping people come to a place that they can learn how to discover the voice of God for themselves. Okay, so we're going to talk about the number 1. Okay, because this is what I want to do in this series. We're going to talk about number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, number 6, number 7, number 8, number 9, number 10. We're going to go 1 through 10, okay? Or you can do 1 through 0 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then have the number 0. So this is what I want you to do in this activation. I want you to write each one of them numbers down. And then I want you to go to the Holy Spirit, and I want you to ask the Holy Spirit. Now listen, this is what I do not want you to do. I do not want you to go to Google. I do not want you to go to your favorite prophetic person and figure out what their number 1 means. Matter of fact, I want you to put off all that stuff, and I want you to discover your number 1, your number 2, your number 3, your number 4. And I keep saying number 1 because that's where we're going to begin today with the number 1. I want to use that as my personal activation for you. But I want you to do in this exercise and in this challenge to write the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 0. And then I want you to go to the Holy Spirit and say, Holy Spirit, what does number 1 mean between me and you? What does number 2 mean between me and you? Listen to me. If you go to Google and you try to Google up what somebody else thinks it means, this is what's going to happen. When you go out in the highways and byways into the streets, you're going to have to Google it to remember what it means. But if you ask Holy Spirit, what does it mean between you and Him? 9 times out of 10, you're not going to forget, or the Holy Spirit will always bring to remembrance. Now, I want to say this. One of the things you can always remember is that there is no set formula to this. It can change. The Holy Spirit can bring a total different thing, a total different meaning to that particular number. Okay? But I want you to do this week. Set down 1 through 0. Write down what Holy Spirit gives you, what that means between you and Him. You make your own prophetic number meaning system for your own prophetic ministry and what God has put in your heart, because number 1 to you might mean something way different than it means to me, and that's okay. That's the beauty of this thing. Okay, so that is your homework assignment for your activation this week. Now let me give you an example of a prophetic activation and how you can use numbers when you're out in the highways and byways giving prophetic words each and every day. Okay, so I'm going to use, like I said in the beginning, number 1. We're starting number 1. Let's start at number 1. Okay, so to me, number 1, right off the top of my head, see, I don't got to Google it up. I don't got to go to my favorite prophetic guy to figure out what his number 1 means so I can get what number 1 means. No, I just take it to the Holy Spirit. I've written it down. I know what it means to me. When I think about number 1, I think about wholeness, completion. I think about inclusion. I think about co-union. Right? I think there's so many different things. But at the end of the day, you got to think about what it means to you. It means being put together, things being put together. And you know, as one, it's being able to see as one. There's so many different angles you can take of this. So say, for an example, I'm out in the highways and byways and I'm doing whatever I do every single day. Today, I'm buying a gallon of milk, let's say, and I go down and I grab the gallon of milk and I pull it out, and there's somebody standing there. And you guys know we don't move unless we feel what? If you watch the other videos, you know, unless we feel compelled. It's through your compelling that you move. So that compelling inside is like, that number 1 is for that person. And remember, like I said in the other videos, guys, that you ask the Holy Spirit, what is the number for today? Ask him what the number is for today, and let him give you a number, and ask him to bring you across people that day that number is for. And you go and you're looking to release that word to those particular individuals. Not everybody, just those particular individuals, okay? Have fun with it. Have enjoyment with it. Oftentimes, guys, again, I'm gonna repeat myself in every video in case you haven't watched the other videos, is I have a simple approach. I see something really amazing about you. Can you remember that? Somebody type it in. I see something really amazing about you. That's all I say. I see something really amazing about you. And then I will begin to give the prophetic word. Now, for an example, today's exercise is the numbers, and it's number 1. Now, you're going to do this through all the numbers, but it could be any number you pick, but I want you to start and build your own prophetic dictionary, so to speak, with numbers, okay? So I pull the gallon of milk out, I see the person standing there, and I have this one, and I just say, hey, you know, I see something really amazing about you. You know, you're a person who has been feeling like things haven't been clicking, and you've been trying to put some pieces together that doesn't feel like they fit. And I just feel like today that I'm supposed to encourage you in the Spirit of the Lord that God is organizing this particular situation for you, and he's putting together some pieces for you. Matter of fact, you've been wondering why it's taken so long, and I feel like God is saying, I'm setting up the right people, and I'm putting together everything that you need for this season of your life to be able to live and move and function from everything you were created to. And I just want to encourage you with that today. That's what I would say, just something like that, like, right? And listen, sometimes, guys, I get in the middle of a prophetic word, and the way I'll do that sometimes. It's okay. It's okay. Listen, be you. The key to prophetic activation is be you. All right? So I hope this tip helped you today. Make sure to write down those numbers. Make sure to create your own personal definition to those numbers, and then ask Holy Spirit, what is the number today? And then you go out. Listen, this isn't a numbers game. This meaning you don't have to go out and get everybody. You're just asking the Holy Spirit, who is it that God puts on your heart today? And when he puts it on your heart, you just, when you feel that compulsion, when you feel compelled, move on that thing. And listen, if you need an easy approach, I see something really amazing about you. That's all you got to say. I see something really amazing about you. Guys, if this blessed you, I want you to leave a comment down below. Hashtag YesJesus as your prophetic act of agreement. Let me know if you're enjoying this. Let me know what questions you might have, right? If you're watching this on Facebook, make sure to give us a follow. If you're not a part of our Sonship lifestyle community, now is the time to join that community. If you are not a part of our YouTube channel, subscribe to our YouTube channel, guys. We are excited to be able to give these tips and strategies to you. I hope they're helping you. I'm going to bring them to you quite periodically. I've made close to about 100, a list of about 100 of these activations that I'm going to bring to you. Let me know if you're enjoying them, guys. God bless you. Have an amazing day today. I can't wait to hear the testimonies of what you are able to produce from these activations. God bless.